But I shared the parable with you for one main reason. In the parable, the 4 boys, all of them went into a state of prison consciousness. Did you remember? Until they got it. And in prison consciousness, it simply means that you feel like your hands are tied. You cannot create until this mess is clean. Do you understand? Haven't you walked through years of your life where you feel like you're stuck? I'm stuck, but I can't do anything. My hands are tied. I'm stuck with this. I'm stuck with this. You're in a pattern where you are supposed to be growing and changing your ideas. And you may not be able to fly freely. Your wings may have been clipped by yourself so you could get something. And that's the time when our creativity might be a little bit pulled in certain areas. Because the queen, we got 2 of them sitting right next to each other. The queens, the queens want to rule. Do you see? They want to rule. And they may have their wings clipped so they can't. Because they have to learn to be subservient. Or they have to learn to partner. Or they have to learn some other aspect of life on planet Earth. We all have spaces of time in our lives when our focus is being called to heal something from our past. In Jesus, Teacher and Healer, it says, "Forgive, my children, forgive." Listen to this. "Whatever is in your heart, however hard you may feel toward any soul, possibly with justification according to material standards, by golly, they deserve it, pray to forgive as Jesus taught in his simple prayer. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us." Do you not realize that in forgiving others you are releasing yourselves? As soon as you feel forgiveness in your own heart, you release yourself from the bondage of your karma. But so long as you sit in harsh judgment over your fellows, whether they be individual people or nations, so long as you continue to condemn, refusing to forgive, you bring about the same judgment upon yourself, for life is ruled by spiritual law. Forgiveness. Then in the Aquarian, when Jesus is doing a Sermon on the Mount, he says, ready? "If you would be discharged from all the debts you owe to God and man, the debts you willfully did by transgressing law." Did it consciously. I'm going to smack them. I know I'm going to get smacked, but I'm going to enjoy it. Consciously. "If you would be discharged from the debts you owe, you must pass by the debts of every man. For as you deal with your fellow man, God will deal with you." Forgive. As we forgive everyone around us, as we forgive their behavior, their activity, our environment, we send a beautiful forgiveness to unhook the energy that we've judged within ourselves. Do you see? Karma. We all talk about our karma. We look for karmic relationships. Are you my karmic relationship? Unaware that sometimes those karmic relationships are quite trying. You know, we have to clean up a mess we created last lifetime. Is it my karma to be stuck in an unfulfilling job right now? I don't know. But I know that every single situation you are going through in this moment is for a blessing for you. Everything that we draw to ourselves is a blessing at some level for us to learn. Nothing can come into my world that is not benefiting me in some way. Now, if I'm holding harsh judgment and angry with the world, I may draw that to me, but it's a benefit to me to see what I'm holding. Go, whoa, that's good. All right. Are y'all cooking? Cooking out there? All right. I've often joked about my life And I've often joked that I probably was a big wig in the Catholic Church many years ago when we decided to withhold the information from the little peon people because they didn't have the capacity to understand. And that because I did that, I have to teach today, you know. That may be true. Or it may be true that I've been studying at the feet of the masters for many, many lifetimes, and I have the opportunity to teach today. You see? It doesn't matter. I am here today. And my soul is being blessed by growing, by teaching. It doesn't matter if it's because I messed up or because I earned the right. Today, I am growing because I'm doing what is before me to do in this space. And if we all look at our lives and look at what is before us and embrace every opportunity as if it is a holy blessing from our soul, we can begin to shift all the past. All the past. So it starts with forgiveness. And I wanted to share with you what works for me. There's 3 little things that I try to remind myself of in those moments when I wake up and I say, another day. All right. Did anybody do that? I cannot tell you how much hope plays a part in your heart. Hope and joy. And joy isn't laughing at a funny movie. Joy is within you. It's you taking a moment, breathing in, and touching something lovely. If you take a moment before you walk into your place of business, wherever it is, and find a piece of nature to look at, even if it's just the sky, take a moment to breathe in the energy of the sky, you will find joy. If you take a moment as you're rushing out your day, and if you have a roommate or a spouse or a child, and you look at that person and take a moment to acknowledge them, you're going to find joy. Joy is all around us. It's the expression of life. And if I have joy in this moment, I'm not rushing with my blinders on, trying to get through my karma, trying to get through the day. I'm opening. And when joy is present, hope is exponential. Do you know? So often, I know people have said the same thing to you that they say to me, how could you do this? And it could be anything I was doing, corporate. How could you get up every day and do what you do? You must have just some tenacious spirit. No, I breathe in God. And I look for God, and that's the other thing. Joy, hope, and to know, no matter where I am in my journey, even if I am doing karma, even if I am reaping an effect that came back to me to teach me, I am never without God. God is with me in that moment. Do you know? And how do you feel when you feel like, oh, I did something bad? Head goes down, God goes away. But no. So I threw the dinner in the trash. God was with me when I did. God laughed at me when I did. We so feel, and when we do that, where are we going back to? Judgment. When we judge ourselves, we separate ourselves from Creator. Do you know that? When we judge ourselves, we are not teachable. And when we judge ourselves, we can't go forward. We are having a great life, aren't we? Mm-hmm. It's a good life, isn't it? Infinite possibility lies before us as we can embrace it.